Hello, this is the Crazy Canes fan, and today we're talking about the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Philadelphia Flyers. This is the 12th game of the season, and today is the 12th of November, 2021. So, unfortunately, the Canes fell to the Flyers 2-1, making the record 10-2-0, while the Flyers improved to 7-3-2. So, we're going to do a breakdown of this game, go over the period breakdown, stat sheet, and then kind of the overall thoughts. So I've been trying to make Carolina Hurricanes video and content. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I am continuing to try to make a channel. So anything you want to see, hey, please leave in the comments below. And any comments in this video, please make also in the comments below. So game highlights. So Nietzsche was out of the lineup with an illness. So there was a lot of changing of the lines. So the first period was off to a decent start, but otherwise it was fairly nondescript as I was driving back from the game, other than some poor penalty calls. Stahl did come out of the box at the end of his penalty and had a breakaway, but just could not convert on it. Second period rolls around. Steven Lorentz keeps his stick down and scores a goal from up top. So nice goal. Made sure he did not go too high with it. Really pretty. Jarvis almost had his second goal of the season as part of his stick and the puck end up in the net, but unfortunately he was offsides. It was a good offsides call, but he was trying not to be offsides for that. So what can you do about it? And in the third period, the Canes start slow, look confused, and give up 2 goals in a little more than 10 minutes. And then are just unable to put the puck in the net after pulling their goalie. And that is pretty much your highlights. The stats, Lawrence, 1 goal. This is his second of the season. It was assisted from Stahl and Fast. Anderson, 26 of 28. One of those goals he probably wants back. One was a deflection, and any deflections are hard to get. So not much of a stat sheet for today. So the overall thought, so we didn't start bad, and I think, and if you've watched some of my videos, I've been just talking about how we're always behind to begin with. And it's, last 4 or 5 games, we've been behind. It almost looked like that was going to happen. We had to kill off 4 penalties in the first, including a 5-on-3. And let's just say the reffing in that period was just terrible. And it's just very confused. Ugh. However, we survive. And then we're really going to bring that energy into the second. Lawrence, I'm going to say he looked good this game. So he always brought the energy, and it just was very noticeable on a lot of his shifts. I would almost say he was more noticeable in his 11 minutes of hockey than Aho in the 22. I'm also going to give a big shout out to Steven. 8 of 10 in the face-off circle, so he only loses 2. And he was being brought in to win the face-offs and then pretty much was heading to the bench. But, that's really, to have that kind of guy who can come in and just win you a face-off, huge in the National Hockey League. And the third period, I don't have words for it. The first 10 minutes, we looked slow. We lost pretty much every 50-50 puck. We generally just looked terrible, and the Flyers made us pay. And we were at the game, and just, I don't know what happened between the second and third. Something happened, and we just came out so incredibly flat that you're not going to win games in the hockey. You're not going to win games coming out and playing that bad for 10 minutes. What else can I say about the game? So the penalty kill continues to look great. Going 5 of 5. Didn't let a goal in, including a 5-on-3. Almost had a couple chances where shorthanded goals going on there. The power play, overall it's pretty bad. It went 0 for 5. There were little bits and pieces here where it looked good or we had some good shots, but we need to put goals into the net during the power plays. Not going in for 5 is just, you're going to lose, and that's what we did today. And I guess the biggest overall point is we should have really won this game. We played 2.5 good periods of hockey, and that 10 minutes we lost the game in. And there's a lot of things that if they just went slightly different, getting a power play goal, just scoring off conversion, a lot of our passes were not very crisp. D'Angelo was not having good puck control or good passes for some of it. So just the small things really just did not help us win this game. But, we have short recovery as St. Louis is coming to town tomorrow, and that is going to be another very difficult game. So we're going to see what happens. Maybe we'll get Nietzsche's back, and we'll just have to go from then. But you know what? Like I said, we're still 10-2. This is a game that we could have won. We played bad for a little bit, and it cost us. But I don't think there's any real emergency of the season or anything that we have to look at for this. So, that's all I got. And so hopefully maybe tomorrow night we'll get a better result. But for right now, all I can say is, hey, go Canes.